Okay, so Rick, obviously it's off season's over. Here we are. It's day
Yeah.
one of the rookie camp. What are you looking to see from this group of guys over the next week before the veterans get here?
Well, for me, compete. The work ethic is first foremost. I mean, obviously the skill level. They have skill levels are obviously high, but it's just to compete. The presence on the ice, off the ice, the way they. It's just small little things, the way they treat trainers and stuff like that. It's a big thing for me because you're a young kid, you're 18, 19, 20, and those are the sort of things I'd like to see. And then after that, obviously skill level is important, and hockey IQ and all that stuff. We have a chart of different categories. But, also, you want to make sure that there's a lot of anxiety to these kids. You want to make sure they have fun, and, it's not going to be you want to make sure these kids have fun doing it too. But there's a lot of different things that we look for as a staff.
Do you get that message across to them, or did you try and take a little bit of a back seat?
For the rookie camp, I take a back seat. Rhino does a great job, and John had a great speech before, and a lot of new people in the organization right now. So kind of get to know them and stuff like that. And honestly, I haven't really seen some of these kids play, so it's kind of nice to watch practice.
Is part of it just getting familiar with everyone? Are you looking at names and numbers and matching faces and the way they skate to kind of who they are?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's some guys I didn't even know who they are. You look down, oh, this guy's a third-round pick from Sweden. I'm like, hey, this kid's pretty good. It's like the process, just like I said, and it's going to be fun even to watch some exhibition games when they play the other teams.
You're going to go?
Yeah, I'll be in San Jose, watch a couple of games, then get back and get ready for our camp.
So does the AHL staff, they run everything, they'll be behind the bench in San Jose, and is that
Yeah,
kind of a setup? Or?
Yeah, we had a coaches symposium 2 weeks ago with their staff, and I kind of showed them some of the concepts that I like, and and then they want to implement some of it. I don't want them to. It doesn't have to be letter for letter, but so there's some concepts, and hopefully you'll see that in the rookie stuff. But simple is better, especially early for these guys. I mean, I don't think you can overload them with a lot of points. I think if you keep it simple, I don't think it's fair to give kids a lot of points and structure right now. It's too confusing. So I think you give them a couple of points and let them go play.
Can they start to make an impression on you now, or will the big kind of litmus test be when the vets are here next week? Or is this the start of it, or it'll really be how they stack up to the vets?
Well, I mean, they're good players out there. Obviously you look at a Keller and Strome. You look at these kids out there, and they're good players. So obviously, with bigger competition as it goes on, you want to see how they do. But so far, I like the skill level of those two, especially those two guys when you watch them and their compete level.
What is the value then of this separate rookie camp, the tournament? What do you gain from that?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of you got a lot of junior kids too playing, so you want to, it's really an introduction to what an NHL camp is, what to expect, how do you, the pace of it, all that stuff. I played the game, and I remember as a rookie going in, the same thing. We had a rookie camp, and it's almost like get your feet wet type of thing, and then they go in with the bigger guys, and then the guys that go home to junior, they know, hey, this is what I expect next year. I got to obviously get stronger, my pace. I got to eat better. All the stuff to become a pro is something that, and this is introductory. And our development program, and I don't know a lot of these guys, but just introducing from John introduced me to our development guys. They've done a great job getting these guys ready. The way they train, the way they eat, all that sort of stuff. I think that's huge when you get those kids at 17, 18, how to become a pro.
Rick, you mentioned Keller and Strome. I know it's only the first day, but what's the book on them, and what are you looking for from them this week and beyond?
I don't want to put pressure on those guys. They don't have to every second they're on the ice to try to impress anybody. They just got to play. And like I said, it's first practice day, but I love the skill level. I mean, just the way Keller can pick up a puck and keep the pace. I mean, that's a skill. I mean, to have that at his age, there's not a lot of guys that have that. Strome, wherever he's been, he's a point producer. So be that guy. You're around the net. There's guys like Jason Spezza, those type of guys. That kind of body has that kind of hands. Can he be that type of guy? For me, it's keep the pace, the work ethic, and stuff like that. But like I said, it's first practice, and he's going to have a lot more practice in the now that and the pace and all that stuff. So you just kind of keep the same thing going.